Hey, what's up, gang? Welcome back to my channel. Izito here. Oh my god, how long has it been, man? Feels like a minute here. Alright, so as you can see, I just moved to a new place. I got new view, I got new setup, I got new neighborhood. Like, holy. Like, I'm really excited about everything. But at the same time, I feel a little bit burnt out, and that's why I have to postpone my video on the review of the Dysphoria Rin. That's why I came up with the idea. I'm going to do a dual review, and yeah, hopefully it's my last day doing these type of videos because I don't want to, have deadlines on deadlines. So as you can see in the title already, on my right here, this wow, it did not go through. Okay, this is the AbyssGaming Ember, also as known as Yanpo, and this one is the Dysphoria Rin. Now, both of these, they are really premium class pads, and also they are both come from China brands. They are so premium to the point, the moment I received them, it blew my mind away. To be honest, I think these two pads, they are one of the most speediest class pads right now on the market. And that's the reason why I feel like I should pair them up together in the review. Cut the yapping. Let's see more in my video. Now let's roll the intro and get going, man. Also, by the way, you guys like my setup? So today we are talking about two fresh class pads from the absolutely top tier brands. Right now, I couldn't wait to share these with you guys. We finally got it on hand, guys, and it's super exciting for me as well because these are the top-notch speed pads, and people are praising it like it's out of this world. Now today, let's experience these pads with me, okay? So starting with the unboxing, I have to give it to Dysphoria for protection. Now their packaging is insane heavy duty bubble wrap, fully pressurized to minimize any shipping damage. Now AbyssGaming, they uses a standard shipping box. Well, both feature magnetic flip top designs and look very premium, but when I opened the AbyssGaming Ember, I was stunned. The art is so vibrant. It feels like I just upgraded from an IPS panel to a flagship OLED. It's incredibly sharp and clear. Now the Rin's unboxing is great too, don't get me wrong, it's nothing to compare here. But the Ember just feels more refreshing the moment the lid pops open. Okay, now let's talk extra. AbyssGaming is basically the god of generosity. They included 5 different pack of skates, a set of grip tape, and a high quality microfiber cloth. Even though it's thinner than Dysphoria's, it feels more premium. Also, in this 2026 meta, we cannot forget about collector cards. Now, the Ember card is elite. That would be the right word. The sharpness, the print tech, the color palette. I want to sleeve it and display it immediately the moment I see it in the box. Dysphoria Rin comes with the Manta Ray skates. I'll deep dive into the skates later because they completely changed my perspective, and a thick microfiber cloth with a debossed logo. Yeah, size matters. The Rin sits at 500 by 450 millimeters. since this is a speed class pad, you will likely lower your sensitivity in game, so having that extra room is a really smart choice. Now, the Ember is only a standard of 490 by 420mm. Honestly, for low sense gaming, I felt a bit of a pad shortage with the Ember. However, if your desk is around 60 to 70 centimeter deep like mine, the Ember is much more optimal. With the Rin, I'll have to clear out my entire decor setup just to fit it in, but the Ember lets me keep the aesthetic I spend hours setting up. Both pads are incredibly slim at 2.7 millimeters, including the base. When I first unboxed them, I wasn't afraid of them breaking. I was afraid of them bending. And they are unbelievably thin, which is amazing for your wrist since there's no shelf effects. Now, as for the 2.5D beveling, I think the Ember wins. Now, the Rin's edge feels a bit steep and abrupt. AbyssGaming really outdone themselves here. The beveling on the Ember is perfectly executed, visually distinct, and feels much more smoother when you glide your arm over the edges. Good job, AbyssGaming, I like that. Now the bays are interesting. Despite the same thickness, the Rin feels heavier because of its full coverage graceware grid. The Ember uses a new tech. The rubber base features the logo, which is slightly thicker and glossier than the rest of the bottom surface. Now this makes the Yanpo, the Ember lighter and super sticky. The potential downside, I think if there's dust between your desk and the pad, you might feel a slight wobble because of the uneven base design, though in my month of testing I haven't had any stability issues. Layer-wise, I think Rin takes the win. Their logo is on the same layer as the art. It's not raised or texture. You get 100% surface usability. Well, on the other hand, the Ember, unfortunately, has an embossed logo with a sticky rubber-like texture. In high recoil games like PUBG or CS2, where you're constantly pulling down to, control the spray, that logo is a nightmare. I have hit that spot sometimes, and it causes a hitch or friction spike. Whether I'm wearing an arm sleeve or not, it just slowing down my mouse, my whole movement. Now for a speed pad with a standard size, this inconsistency is a major minus for me. Now, the community calls the Rin a perfect Zane and the fastest pad out there. Well, you know what? They're right. Half. It's fast and has decent stopping power when you apply some pressures on it, but in my experience, the Ember is way faster and way smoother. It's something I would prefer more. Now, there was a big debate about this Seiyo. It's another pad coming from Dysphoria as well. They're saying that the Seiyo is being faster than the Zane. And I also want to give a shout out to Leo Gear Up for his amazing review, proving that the Seiyo speed. I haven't owned the Sail yet, but I really want to do a Sail versus Amber comparison soon. I might even have to sell my Rin to buy the Sail just for the art of the Sail. Now, the surface of the Rin is very textured and tactile. Even with smooth skate, you can feel the surface humming. On the Amber, it's obviously on the other hand, it's like ice hockey, pure silent glide. Now, for my testing, I tested everything. Full lineup from X-Ray Pad, Unusual Way Sports, Talents Game Kumo, and also they're including. Also they're of the included skate, which are the Manta Ray, and the AbyssGaming Skate. To me, I think the ultimate combo is the AbyssGaming Yanpo paired with Dysphoria Jellyfish Skate. It's insane. No feedback, no noise, it's like gliding on a cloud. Now the jellyfish skate do wear down fast because they are made from PTFE. After 2 weeks of 10-hour daily use, they flatten out and slow down. The Manta Ray, I think they are much more durable, no matter if they are old or new, they feel consistent. But for the pure speed feeling, I would go with Jellyfish on Ember, because it's the end game for me. Also the Manta Ray, they have different layout, they have like really small dots like this one. As you can see, somehow I cannot focus my camera, but it's okay, probably you can see it from here. And they also have like normal dots layout just like this one. Now, the Ember is a dust magnet because it's so smooth. Even after a wet wipe, some particles linger, and you will feel them under your skate. The Rin's texture actually helps to hide some dust, and a dry cloth is usually enough to sweep it clean. However, tiny grains can get trapped between the peaks of the Rin's texture, slightly slowing down. I use a handheld vacuum, but consider this a warning for those in dusty rooms or environments. Now, as you can see in the glide test, the Yanpo clears. It's faster and feels more effortless when pushing the mouse. So, wrapping up this duo review, I personally prefer the Ember, or Yanpo, the art, the color palette, the superior beveling, and that buttery smooth surface, plus the generous accessory, wins me over. Yes, the logo texture and the smaller size are deadly flaws, but the glide is just too good. The Rin is still a premium beast. It has neutral aesthetic with the black and white tone, better packaging, perfect surface usability, some really good stopping power for a speed pad, and great size. It just comes down to whether you prefer fast and texture or fast and smooth. And that's it for today. If you want more raw, honest, unsponsored content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment your thoughts below on which pad should I be doing review next. And that's it. Zito's out. Peace.